Hello my dear 6th class students, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to study social studies. Before starting the textbook, let me introduce your textbook. Now this is your textbook. I think most of you have seen your textbook. Some of you may not have seen the textbook, and this is the textbook revised edition landmark integrated social science and from Oxford University Press, and this is your textbook. Now let's see what is in your textbook. We have let's go to the contents of the textbook. Here you have 22 chapters in the textbook. We have 22 chapters in the textbook. Among the 22 there are 12 chapters are history and other chapters are geography. Then you have social and political life from 23 to 31 here, 22 there, and rest of them lies here. Okay, now let's begin the chapter. We are going to start with the first chapter, that is chapter 1. What is the name of the first chapter? Let's see here, as I have written here, you can read it. What, how and when. The name of the first chapter is what, how and when. I hope you all know the meaning of these words, isn't it? Okay, this is history. Since it is history, we are going to study what, how and when. Okay, what is a history? Have you ever think about what is history? So history actually is a simple word. When you hear about history, we think so many things. But history is a simple word, and the simple meaning of the history is what? History is a study of the past. Okay, study of past. Past means that can be yesterday, a day before yesterday, and 2 days back, and it can be a month back, maybe a year back, 100 years back, 10,000 years back, 1,000 years back, isn't it? Each and every one of us has history. Okay, each and every one of us has a past, and each and every one of us has a history. That means actually just simply this is study of past. Okay, records of past. That is a history. So if so, I have a history, isn't it? You have a history. So the study of history is a very fascinating and very interesting factor, isn't it? That means, see, if somebody, you are grown up now, isn't it? You are a grown up child. Okay, now, if somebody says about your past means when you were a small baby, you talk in a different way, you talked in a different way, and you behaved in a different manner, and you rejected your parents, sometimes you cherished them, and sometimes you got angry on them. So, when somebody says about your childhood, that means when you were a newborn baby, when you were 6 months old, when you were 1 year old, you don't remember all those things when you grown up, isn't it? We can't remember all of them. So if somebody says all of them, we are very interested to know, isn't it? We are very interested to know that how I have been in my childhood, how I been in my starting born time. So that is very interesting, and even we are very interested to see our childhood photos, isn't it? Many of you have childhood photos at your home. That is very interesting factor for us. So just history. History means we are going to study Indian history. We are going to study Indian history. So it's a very fascinating journey of studying Indian history, and it gives a change to learn how people lived in those days. Okay, it's not it's not life such as we live in today. There are so many differences in between our life and the early human's life. You already have studied in a smaller classes about early humans. So how was the life of the early human? Early humans lived a very simple life, and they what they have work. They did not have dress, and then they did not cook the food, and they have no vehicle on those days, and they just eat raw meats, and they did not have to cultivate, and they did not know how to make houses. They lived in caves and forest, isn't it? So to know about all these things is a very interesting factor. Apart from there are so many historical events happened in the past. Okay, so now studying a history, studying about the past is very interesting journey. So history is a true story of human growth and civilization. So what is history? We have heard so many stories, myths and all. But what is history? The importance of history lies here. History is a true story of human growth and civilization. That means about the human lives is a very true story, their growth and their civilization, how the changes happen in their life. And it helps us to history. It helps us to know records in chronological order. Have you heard about chronological order? I hope you might have heard in other subjects also. Chronological order means the order in which a series of events have occurred. That means, in series, that means if I write 1, then what is the next number? 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 is the next number. If I write 1, then after if I write 4, you can understand that something is missing in between 1 and 4, isn't it? Something is missing in between 1 and 4. So it's not in a chronological order, it's not in a right order. Okay, so the history of will help us to know this records in a chronological order. Okay, so now why, when, where, how in a certain things happens. It enables us to discover why all this happens. When we already heard about Mahatma Gandhi, and there are so many great leaders, and we heard that sometimes they fought against British people. So automatically in our mind there may be thinking that why they fought. Isn't it? And when did they fought? When it was happening? We usually ask our parents, where were they all those time? So we want to know when it happens, and also we wanted to know how it happens. So all these recorded are included in the history. Okay. Now, why do we study history? Why do we study history? It helps us to understand events and their causes. So why do we study history? Because it helps us to understand the events and the causes, means a particular event, when it happened, and what is the reason behind that, why it happened. So history helps us to understand the events and the causes of the events. So historians give an important opportunity to understand the growth and development of human society. Historians give an opportunity to understand the growth and civilizations of the nature and the people, their lifestyles, their heritage, customs, tradition, festival, dance forms, music styles, art, craft unfold before our eyes. That means everything about the people who lived in olden days. That means about their lifestyles, about how they their musics, their festivals, their dance forms. We are interested to know all of these things, isn't it? After a decade, that after your generation, your child also may be very interested to know about you, about your generation. So they will ask you about how in your generation, what was the lifestyle in your generation, what was the music you were enjoyed in those generation, what was the dance forms you had in those generation, and what was the festival, what was the traditional customs in all those times. Okay, so all these are recorded history. So why we are studying? To know all these things, we study history, and at the same time the important leaders of our nations. Why do we study? To know the important leaders of our nations, they influence the idea. So many influence there. See, we remember Mahatma Gandhi very respectfully nowadays. We remember respect Jawaharlal Nehru very respectfully, and we remember the great Sir Abdul Kalam ji, isn't it? So also why they influence in their life? How do they influence in their life? So if you want to know why do they influence in their life, we need to study the history. So that's why we are studying the history. And then influence their ideas, the birth and new beliefs they brought among us, the role of the common people, and examine to understand events of the past. Is tell us why Mahatma Gandhi, Rani Jhansi, Abraham Lincoln, or Kabir behaved in a way they did. So why do they behave in a such a manner? Okay, now the most important things of the history, why do we study? Most important matter why we study history is perhaps the most important reason for studying history is it helps us to understand ourselves. Okay, so it helps us to understand ourselves, who are we, how are we being. So the most important fact why do we study history, it helps us to understand ourselves, to know about ourselves, to know about the human beings we are studying the history. Okay, I hope you understood. Now the next, how, what, why, and how. Okay, how can we study about the history? They have the scholars who study about the history, we call them historians, isn't it? I think you might have heard this word, historians. So scholar, people, legends who study about the history and give us all these records, we call them historians. Okay, historians divided the history into two parts. Okay, first one is the prehistory and other one is the history. Okay, prehistory and history. Historians divide the study of history into two parts. One is prehistory, other one is the history. Okay, what is prehistory? Now, prehistory is in olden days. So in olden eras there were no writing. Okay, there were people do not know how to write. So how to know, how to read and write. So when the records which they have brought in the time when they do not know how to read and write, so those history is known as prehistory. Okay, that is known as prehistory, and history is a written record. Do you understand what I am saying? Historians divide the study of history into two parts, and they are prehistory and history. What is prehistory? Prehistory means in the time history, in the time of when people do not know how to read and write. There was a time when people do not know how to read and write. So some of the collection with the help of some of the collection we study about the prehistory. Okay, history means the time when people to know how to read and write. When the writing is invented, writing is also a great invention in those. Like we have heard about the invention of wheel. We consider it's a great invention, the most important invention. At the same time, writing is also very important invention. So the history, studying of history divided into two parts, prehistory and history. Only this much you can understand that what is prehistory. Prehistory is before the writing is invented. Writing already is invented, and the history is time after writing invented. Now, sources of history. What are the sources of history? Now we are going to study about the two most important sources of the history. Those are archaeological sources and literary sources. Archaeological sources and literary sources. There are two most important sources are there. They are archaeological sources and literary sources. Under the archaeological, we have to study a lot about these two topics. Under the archaeological sources, we have monuments, objects, inscription and edicts, coins and burial sites. Okay, under the archaeological sources, we have monuments, objects, inscription and edicts, coins, burial sites. Under the literary sources, we have manuscripts and secular scripts. Okay, religious literature also. All those we will study in the next class. I hope you understood all about what we have studied today. Our topic was when, what, how, and when. What is history? Study of the past is known as history, and this is the real story of a human growth and civilization, and it is a record in a chronological order. Okay, why we will study history? It helps us to understand events and their causes, and at the same time it helps us to understand the great leaders of country and why do they behave in such a manner. Okay, next one, help us to understand ourselves. The main important matter of studying history is it is helping us to understand ourselves. Okay, how can we study history? So the people who are studying about history is known as historians, and the historian divided studying history into two parts, and one is prehistory and the history. What is prehistory now? Prehistory is the history which is recorded before the writing and reading invented. History is after the time of writing and reading. Okay, now the sources of history, there are two sources of history. One is archaeological sources and another one is the literary sources. I hope all of you understood all this. Go through the chapters, study all the definitions, read the chapter, study the new words which is given in your textbook, and that may be very helpful to you. So we will meet in the next video. Thank you for watching me. God bless you.